great people, and your personal life is not a bad thing to show to your clients and prospects. Where to start? I love this quote, an archer can't hit the bullseye if he doesn't know where the target is. And it's so true. So with social media, you're now in the 2-1 stage. Most people just think social media is about awareness. But in reality, it helps, whatever this bullseye can be customized to whatever you want it to be. But this could be a good example. More online interactions. This is really important where people are getting to know you before they ever call you. We talked about the 0 moment of truth in the last presentation. Higher search engine rankings. You're starting to appear, the people who are searching, they're finding you on their phone or whatever it is. Increased website traffic. Hopefully you're retaining even more clients. My guess is you're successful, you don't have a retention issue, but you're now getting them to hopefully give you more referrals and you're getting more business. That's the point of this. It's social business. This isn't just a waste of time. I don't want you to use social media to waste your time. It can help your business. So the big benefit is that you're gonna help build relationships with social media. This is probably the model that most of you have used to grow your business, maybe not in this order, but if you didn't have a book of business right out of the chute, you cold called. Anyone here cold call? Do you still cold call? Hands went down. Even the people that are professional cold callers, they don't love it. They might be good at it, but they don't love it. Great news, social media has made cold calling extinct. You never have to call someone that you don't know anymore. I call it warm contacting because now you probably know somebody that knows someone else. Or there's some through connecting on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever it is that you can get to somebody. You can get some kind of introduction. Client referrals, so social media is helping on that side. Client referrals, I'll show you how it's helping on the referral side, and strategic alliances. It's gonna help you potentially get more strategic alliances. So this used to be my secret page. I used to only show it to clients. Barrons is so great to me, so thank you for having me come. So I'm actually showing this to you. And it's not a secret, but I wanna ask here, who has used the advanced search feature on LinkedIn? You don't count, Putnam. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. What I'm starting to see, it used to be one hand maybe out of a group of 100 or so people. What it is, it's not that hard to find. LinkedIn, they get that mobile is gonna be where the puck is going, if you guys know that quote. And so they have revamped their page and they did it so it would be more mobile friendly. Unfortunately, that little advanced word, now it's on a black background. It used to be a blue word. It's even harder to see. I don't know if you guys can see it. Up in the right corner. I guarantee, it's hard to guarantee, but if you use this tool, you will get a new client in the next year. If I work with my clients and I show them how to use this, they get it, they know how to prospect better. I'll give you an example of how it works. You click on it, and it gives this search feature, which most people don't know. One flaw in the guarantee is you have to have built up a great network, a tight network on your LinkedIn profile. Hopefully, I didn't show it in the first one because in the 101, people might not be there. In the 201, I hope that you are. So you go in here. Who here works with professionals? Anyone want to shout one out? No, shout it out. Don't whisper. What? Doctors, lawyers. Okay, for easy, let's just say dentists. Is that fair? So, okay, dentists. I go in here in either the keyword section, it might be hard to see, or in the title section, I put in the title of the person's profession, or I put in the keyword dentist. Then I can, on the bottom, you don't have to see this, I can just talk you through it. You can put in a zip code. And so if you want to, maybe you want to work with dentists just in your region. So you can sort around a zip code, 50 miles, you can go closer, farther away. Then below this page, there's a thing that you can say, I only want to see second connections. Third connections are a little harder to get to know. Second connections, you have someone that can connect you. You go put in dentists, and boom, not only does it give you a whole list of names that are your potential prospects, but you then can click on that and see who that mutual connection is that can give you an introduction tomorrow. It is an amazing, amazing tool that most people don't use. So on that page before, I said it works with client referrals. That's fantastic. How does it work with strategic alliances? I give a whole presentation on strategic alliances, and I try to break the way that people think. One of the flaws is people don't go beyond the accountant and attorney. So sometimes I'll get a question, well, widows are my target market. How am I going to go find them on LinkedIn? There's a challenge there. It might be hard to find them directly. But if you're smart and you have a great strategic alliance strategy, you can figure out those professionals that they use. Is it a grief counselor? Is it a funeral home? Is it a religious leader? Is it an elderly community because they downsize, they use a mortgage broker? You can search all that stuff, and you can get to know those strategic alliances. Who are those people? You just need to think a little creative of who to search for. And I can't tell you how powerful this is. Every advisor I've ever talked to that bought a list thought they were so mad at themselves because they wasted money. The cool thing about this, people update their own profiles. So the list that you buy might have had outdated information. Most likely the information is going to be all up to date when it comes up with these results. The other thing, when you go there, you're now getting those introductions. You're knowing who to talk with, which if you bought a list, you never know who could have been a referral source. Someone asked earlier about whether it's worth paying for the extra LinkedIn services. This might be one area to do it, because I believe when you do a search like this, LinkedIn only gives you 100 names. If you wanted a lot more, it might be worth paying for the service. I said don't pay for the service, sorry LinkedIn friends, until you're using the free stuff. You're maximizing the free stuff, then start to think about paying for extra. So let's just say you want more press. You can go search any magazine, Friends of Barrons. You could probably put in the name and find out everyone. They're going to kill me in the back room. But you can find out everyone on LinkedIn that works at Barrons that's connected to the site. The thing about the press is this is an old chart. It's going to be, the numbers are going to be even higher. They are on social media. They are using this stuff not only to find you, but they're connecting. And this is a great opportunity. They hate cold calls. They hate getting emails because their emails are too full. If you want to build a relationship, this is a great opportunity to get to know them and connect in a different way. One of the things I said earlier is in a world with no testimonials, this industry is really restrictive there, and I hate that. It's my pet peeve, one of my big pet peeves. But a press, in some ways, if you get published, is in some way a third-party endorsement of you. So take advantage of it. Get press. I've had folks get press, someone that was in the Wall Street Journal, and, we went by a slide, I think. So maybe it's taking a second. So the person got press, and they were in the Wall Street Journal, and they were so excited, I'm gonna get into all this new business. And then the Wall Street Journal came out, and it was gone, and they never got a phone call, and they were so sad. This person didn't use Twitter, but they did use LinkedIn, Facebook. I recommended, use it, push it out there. And what happened was, he got 2 new clients, one from Facebook and one from LinkedIn. The person read the article on Facebook. It was actually a sister of a client, and came in, and in both cases, the business came from not them actually holding the article, but they had printed out the thing from social media. That's what they had. So that advisor was sold that this works. And so what it does is that last page is it creates a snowball effect. You want to put it on your website, a blurb linking hopefully to the article that's online, and then you use it. With a lot of you just got some great recognition from Barrons. Thank you, congratulations, it's fantastic. Don't let it just disappear. What I would say is you don't want it to be a flash in the pan. I have a friend, Andrew Davis is a social media consultant. He came up with this, clicker's going a little slow today. He came up with this thing called the 411. And this was a Twitter analogy, but what he was trying to say is that four communications on Twitter should be just general helpful information. One should be one of your own pieces of information. And then one could be a solicitation. And depending on how you structure that Barron's news, it's going to be in one of those last 2 ones. I actually think the model should be 911, where you're sharing more information and helping people. But I didn't want to put 911 on the page with fire. Someone might have pulled the fire alarm. But think of the model of how you're communicating, and you don't want to spam people, you want to help them. That's the main benefit. It's not about you or me, it's about your clients and your prospects. So how do you cut through all this clutter? I saw a statistic that there's 550 million websites, of which 300 of them just came out in the last couple of years. So boom, there's this amazing amount of information. Marketing, if you took a marketing class, you probably remember the 4 Ps. They used to sell, the way that you're successful at marketing is product, place, price, and promotion. And place was all about, you probably heard location, location, location. If you were an advisor and you had the corner thing in downtown, you're going to get a lot of exposure that way. What I would say, it almost might be becoming more important is content, content, content. Because people are not going to just find you in person on the street corner, they're going to find you online. And if you have content, you're going to come up. So here is the part where the person, these people in the front always get picked on, so I don't want to scare anyone away from the front row, but you have a job. You have to look at your section, who's the smartest person in this section? And now you have to do the same thing, pick one person. Well, I was putting a lot of thought into it. Go ahead, pick if you want to pick faster. I love it. All right, he went first, so you can keep thinking. All right, can we get the mic for one quick second? Karen, all right, you're next, Karen. So your sides are rooting on your answer. You each get a question. And I hope that you can answer. There's a lot of pressure here. He's looking like, why did I even sit in this session? All right, this is SEO, search engine optimization, kind of the basics of how search engine optimization works. You have website 1 and 2. Website 1 has 100 pieces of fresh content. Website 2 only has 20 updates in a year. Which one do you think Google thinks is more valuable to show up higher in the rankings?
2.
Oh, no, you tried hard, but I'll give you still get a football for you here. It's actually 1 because search engines are really holding Google they're really holding content very searchable. That was the lifeline that you needed to call. That was the person that would have helped you, whoever that was. All right, who was on this side? All right, so this is a very tricky question. She's like, why did I sit here? Same thing.
I have to.
Okay, the answer of this question, that one was 100 pieces of content. Website 1 and 2, there's a thing called a backlink, and that's a referring link from another site. So you might have one site that has 25 links from other websites to that one site. A very similar site, they're both identical, but the other one has 10 backlinks coming at it. Which one do you think Google puts up higher in the rankings?
1.
Yes, all right. So because everybody, I hope that makes sense, because everybody was such
Mike, she needs football.
What?
She needs football.
Yeah. No, but because everybody was a good sport, even these team pickers, we got footballs for everybody, and they'll pass them out at the end of the rows. So congratulations. You did a good job, too. Thank you. It's hopefully not too tricky. I hope that you understand that content and these backlinks coming are going to help you be found. And just to prove it, the search engines, when you search a term now, you'll notice that 1 million results come up for one little simple word. It could be advisors. So how do you stand out? They've created this thing, social search, which most social media experts aren't talking about this. I do not get why, because this is the most important trend going on with social media right now. So if you were going to go to the movies, which a lot of people didn't go last weekend, I guess, but if you were going to go to the movies, anyone want to volunteer? We got one extra. I had one extra football, but would you trust? Who wants to answer this? Who has gone to the movies recently? Nobody. Okay. All right, over here. So would you trust, if you were going to the movies, would you trust random strangers with reviews, or would you trust your friends? Friends, beautiful answer. So did you guys hear that? He would rather trust his friends' opinions of movies versus the people that are strangers. And the search engines have figured that out. And so when they deliver search results, it's going to be who you're connected to, what people are commenting on, what they're engaged on in line, because they have too many results. So they're going to start to customize results. I'm not doing a lot on Google+, but I'm a huge fan, and I'll show you why right here. Google+, if you have an account, what it does is they have this +1 button. It's just like the like button on Facebook. And what I did on Saturday is I searched the word consulting. And I'm not an arrogant guy. I own a 3-person consulting firm. If I search consulting, I should not show up on the first page of results. What did I do? I showed up, there's the 2 ads on the top. People are now trained, 24-year-olds, they don't even look at the right side of Google. They do eye maps now, they see where they go. What really happens here is that people skip these ads. So then the next 2 things are Wikipedia. I didn't compete with Wikipedia. I beat Deloitte. Are you kidding me? I don't have a chance. Why did this happen? Is because someone in my network, +1, this happened to be, I was rated the top 50 management tweeters. Someone like that, and I was found. I can't believe that. I'm a small fish compared to Deloitte. I showed up ahead of them. All right, you think Google+, it's a joke. I'm not using Google+. Facebook, let's think about what's going on there. So Google+, is Google's social network. Bing has a relationship with Facebook. And Zuckerberg, for you that don't believe it because it's a bad investment, Facebook is going to be an unbelievable marketing tool, and it's only going to get better.